Yo, welcome to How We Know We're Alive, a game by August Håkansson. I hope I'm pronouncing his name as right as I can. It's about a girl named Sara who you play as, and she's an aspiring writer who, after having been away for 10 years, returns home to her town in order to investigate the tragic fate of her estranged best friend. Now, I don't know which one of these people on top of the car is Sara and which one is her best friend, but I guess that's what we'll find out. I also heard that this game is very sad, so I'm looking forward to hopefully maybe crying. The visuals are very pretty. Hey, what you up to? I'm assuming Maria is Sara's friend. Hey, how's it going? How's Stockholm? Hey, it's been a while. Give me news. What's new with you? Lots of love. Has Sara not been replying? Sorry, just totally swamped at the office these days. Let's speak soon. I ran into Petter the other day. Do you remember him? Would you believe he's a mechanic now? So much for his punk band. Well, anyway, life's okay my end. Not much to report. Would be so nice to catch up properly soon. Hey, let me know when might be a good time for a catch up. Sara, there's something I want to talk to you about. Can you call me as soon as you can? ASAP. When you get this, if that's okay. It's really important. Oh, and Sara didn't. So sorry I missed this. I'm stuck at the office. And probably will be all weekend. Next week will be better, I hope. Imagine the regret, though, of, just not being there when your friend pretty explicitly asked for you to be there. And then it's just too late. Hello, Harunga. It's not great to see you, to be honest. I guess I'll check if the flower shop is still open. Oh, okay, I can look at the individual items here. Can I click on them? Yeah, I can click. Harunga Centrum. Generous to call this the center of anywhere. End of the line. Can't even change my mind and go back home for another hour. I guess she really hates this place. Yeah, no. Not about to walk out into the fields. Alright. So let's get going, I guess. Alright, so it's I guess it's a gas station that we've reached here. She was looking for a flower shop, but I guess no harm. Long live the patrol station. The only place in town we could trick someone into selling us beer when we were under 18. piss weak 3.5% beer. But beer all the same. I mean, I guess it's good that she has some fondish memories. I wonder how it feels like. She hasn't been back in 10 years. To just come back all of a sudden and not even for a good reason. Only Italians knew what we Swedes do to their beloved pizza. Pizza Verona. Tables. What was Maria's order? Something like pineapple and barbecue sauce? I would never admit it, but actually kind of delicious. Yeah, I'm a pineapple on pizza enjoyer, so. Pizzeria Verona. I don't miss exams, but I do miss our post-exam pizza ritual. That sounds fun, actually. Blue House. What was the name of that guy who used to live here? Sven something? Weird dude, very into drones. Car. My first boyfriend had a car just like this. In fact, this might even be his car. Better keep moving. Greenhouse. The only house I ever persuaded Maria to throw an egg at on Halloween. She put a written apology through the door the next day. Bless her. Aw, Maria sounds very sweet. Although I don't really get the concept of throwing eggs at Maria's parents' house. Throwing eggs at houses for Halloween. Thought Halloween was about dressing up. This place always had kind of a sinister vibe. It looks like it's gotten worse. Maria's parents' house. Doesn't look like anybody's in. Same old curtains though. But is it not Maria's house? Did they separate? Maybe Maria's living alone now. Although what happened to Maria? I don't think the synopsis really specified whether she's gone as in dead or gone as in missing, or if something bad just happened to her and she's still alive and stuff. A site of pilgrimage for the true main religion in Sweden. Recycling. Hey, I mean, that's not bad. Recycling is good. I can't pronounce it. The all-important alcohol vault. Closed on a Sunday, of course. I remember Maria's sister agreeing just once to buy us a bottle of wine. The cheapest rosé they had. It was disgusting and we drank it all. That's a fond memory, I suppose. And now we know that Maria has a sister. Notice board. It's always the same things. Lost cats, church meetings, and some for sale notices. Call Thomas, great livestock for even better prices. I think I'll pass. Park benches. On the bench where Maria knocked her front tooth chipped. She didn't open her mouth at school for a whole week. It's nice that, despite how cynical Sara sounds at times, she has good memories to talk about too. This monument commemorates the Great Hurunga Flood of 1997. Five inches of water counts as a great flood, apparently. 5 inches. How many cm is that? Flower shop lady, I think that's you. There. Good evening. Hold on. That's not Sarah, is it? Hello, Elsa. My goodness, it is you. I hardly recognized you. I must have been years since. 10 years, yes. 10 years. It goes fast, my age, I tell you. Let's be nice. I imagine it does. You'll feel it soon enough. Oh, but is it the 12th today? Gosh, it's been a year already. I just need to buy some flowers, really. You can't go without flowers, no, certainly not. This bunch here is fine. Are you sure? I've got some lovely carnations in the back. I'm kind of in a hurry, Elsa. If you say so. And you're all right, are you? I'm fine. Thanks. Does that mean she's visiting Maria's grave? I can hear the jingle just looking at it. But if it's been a year since the 12th, which, assuming that's when Maria passed, then she didn't come back for a whole year? I see, the beating heart of all dead-end towns. As good a place to go and hang out as anywhere around here. Almost feels good to see it again, actually. Wait, can we go in? Because the door opened. Can we? No, maybe not. Or maybe I need to press enter? No, space, no. Arrow, arrow, no? Okay. Joseph's fruit. Ah yes, Joseph. Consistently took the top spot in our rankings of the creepiest people in Hurunga. He must be ancient now. Poor Joseph. Well, there seems to be quite a lot of people inside here for an empty town. To this day, I can't hear Take a Walk on the Wild Side without thinking of Saturday night karaoke here. Oh, karaoke is fun. Police station. The police station. I still have bad dreams about this place sometimes. I suppose Sarah wasn't the most compliant kid. Or maybe the police and the town were just bad, I don't know. Oh, of course, where else would everyone be on a Sunday? Church. Alright, let's see the church. I have a vivid memory of sitting in the pews for graduation and promising myself it would be the last of the hundreds of hours I spent in here. We'd really been looking forward to it. so it is the graveyard. Maybe Maria is here. There's Fancy, okay, I guess, oh, grandparents. Or maybe we're visiting our grandparents and I had it all wrong. I always found it strange that the only beautiful place in the town was the one full of dead people. Well, that is cynical. Pretty damn fancy. I guess there has to be a reward for running this shithole for half your life. I suppose. Grandparents' grave. Grandma and Grandpa's grave. Maybe I should have got flowers for them too. Alright, I guess we are visiting Maria then. Alright, let's get going. That might be Maria then. Maria Berg, 1992 to 2019. And there are still so many paths I haven't trodden. Where is that from? I don't know what people do at gravestones. Is it weird if I speak to you? I want to speak to you. But I also don't know what to say. Hi, Maria. I miss you. I guess it's the first thing. And I'm sorry I wasn't there for the funeral. I just couldn't face it. Sounds appropriate. I just couldn't face it. So, here you are. You really never did leave after all. Just, why? Sorry. But you should have come with me. You wouldn't be here if you had it all planned out. How could you have let this place keep you? I don't know, there really isn't an appropriate thing to say sometimes. Is this Maria? I quite like this dress. You do? No, it's crap, isn't it? So what are you wearing? Wait, or maybe the other one is Maria. I'm not sure. Don't make me stand here looking all terrible on my own. Where's your outfit? Oh, I'll decide on something later. Nothing fits properly. No, you're right. We should be focusing on what actually matters. Booking the tickets. Yeah. So I was thinking we should get the bus to Stockholm on the Friday and... Sarah? What? Sarah, I'm... pregnant. You're... pregnant. Pregnant? Yes, pregnant. Jesus. Okay. And it's that guy's? Jacob? Okay, it's fine. Don't panic. We can sort this out. We can make an appointment. I don't need an appointment, Sarah. I'm going to have a baby. I've thought about it a lot and it's what we want to do. I'm actually really excited. Wait, what do you mean we? Me and Jacob. You mean your parents? Those Jesus freaks can't make you do this, Maria. No one is making me do anything. But how is this going to work with us going to Stockholm? We aren't going to Stockholm. No, we aren't. I don't think I can now. Maria. I'm so sorry, Sarah. I wasn't sure how to tell you or when. I know how much this... Look, you can't have a baby. You can't have one, just because this backwards Bible-bashing town expects you to keep it. You aren't listening to what I'm saying, Sarah. Well, I should at least thank you for giving me the heads up. Sarah, I have to go. I have tickets to book. Oh. I mean, I'm sure they were young at that time, but... And the way Sara is wearing the color Mario was wearing, and kind of has dyed hair that looks like Maria's and all, and I don't know, there's really no right, there's no right and wrong in that kind of situation. I suppose being Maria's best friend, to some extent, Sara didn't want Maria's freedom to be taken away from her by something that she assumed was a decision fueled or pressured upon Maria by, I guess, her parents or religion or the beliefs of the town. But at the same time, I think when maybe she's excited, she has her hopes up high, she's probably at a younger, more impulsive age maybe. There's also a part of her that just refused to accept that maybe it was Maria's decision. Maybe it really was Maria's choice to keep the baby, and she's just upset that the existence of the baby and keeping the baby is what's going to tear Maria away from the plans that she and that they had been planning together, I guess. I don't know. It's complicated, I guess. That text the night you died. What did you want to tell me? I just can't let it go. And this all seems... Why would you be out driving on that road? I've been thinking about it and thinking about it for the last year. And it just doesn't seem like an accident to me. Goodness. It really is you. Lena? Wow. Sorry, didn't expect to see. You didn't expect to see me at my little sister's grave on the anniversary of her death? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Oh, I'm sure. I must say, I'm surprised to see you too, given that we didn't see you at the funeral. I'm sorry. I wish I could have been there. She missed you a lot, you know. I missed her too. Life just gets so busy, doesn't it? So little time to check in on dear old friends, right? We had fallen a little out of touch, yeah. That's one way of putting it. I mean, I understand that Maria's sister is upset, but it's not good to blame people or make backhanded comments like that. Do you see much of her family? I mean, aren't they Lena's family too? Oh, her son. Her son and Jacob. I've been helping him out with... I can't pronounce the name. I've been helping him out from time to time. A terrible age to lose a parent. I can't imagine. So what keeps you so busy in the city? guess this one. I'm a copywriter at an advertising firm. Good for you. That line there, and there's still so many paths I haven't trodden. Where is it from? Oh, it's from a poem she wrote. One of the cheerier ones. It's beautiful. Yes, she never gave up on the writing. She turned her own bedroom into a sort of study. It's full of the stuff. I don't think poor Jacob's had the heart to move any of it yet. And of course, there was the writing group that Gunnel started. I'm sure you remember her. Unfortunately, yes. What else was she up to before she... Oh, you know, same old Maria. Mothering, church. Church? Yes, Sarah, church. I didn't know she was religious. I don't think she was, especially. But she liked the church. Look, I kind of want to spend some time with my sister now. It was nice to see you. Oh God, what? But I guess it's not so long ago her mom died as well. And it's not like she ever particularly liked me. She was always blaming me when Maria got in trouble. Christ. I just need to know. What happened to you, Maria? What did this town do to you? It's time to find out. I mean, I guess. But how exactly will she find out? Oh, wait, I can't go this way anymore? I shouldn't disturb her. Alright. And I'd rather not give her one more reason to hate my guts. Alright. Maybe I should talk to Gunnel about the writing club she and Maria were in. Although I can't think of few things worse than talking to Gunnel. Surely she can't still work at the supermarket in town. Frankly, I'm surprised that old bat's still alive. Is there anything new? Okay. I guess we're gonna go look for Gunnel. This is the police. Oh, who are you? Nah, there's a strange sight. Teach. Sorry, that sounds weird now. You always watch too many American movies. It's just Philip now. I can guess why you're back. I think you can, yeah. Awful tragedy. Such a waste of potential. She always liked you, you know. No, I do know. Maria and I became rather good friends, of a kind. I teach her son now, as a matter of fact. Oh, right. He's very bright, too. Knocked sideways by recent events, of course. But what have you been up to in Stockholm all these years? Writing? I do hope it wasn't only Maria who kept the dream alive. Yep, still writing for an ad agency now. And it's all going well down there? Ups and downs, but mostly it's good. City life's like that, I guess. Well, it's always nice to see an old student. I imagine you have lots of people to catch up with, so I won't keep you. I'm going to stay and watch the game here if you're at loose end later on. Thanks. Yeah. Although you'll find it hard not to run into your old sparring partner, Officer Nilsson, around here. Oh God, Sten Nilsson is still... I'm surprised, to be honest. You and me both. Dreadful, really, that he was the one to break the news to us all about Maria. Oh God, I'm so sorry. He was the first policeman at the scene of the crash. It only made sense, I suppose. Teach. Sorry, Philip. Yes? Does Gunnell still work at the RCA? Oh yes, sounds like perhaps you'll have several places to avoid today. Well, see you later, maybe. Take care, Sara. Thanks, you too. Such a waste of potential. Keeping the dream alive. Could Teach see it? That there was another life you wanted to lead. Now, which torture would I like to subject myself to first? Have my eyes tuned off by Gunnell at the supermarket, or endure Officer Nilsson's attempt at humor at the police station? I guess the ICA has candy at least. Really, I'd choose the police station. Gunnell looks surprisingly young. Hello, Gunnell. Who's that? It's Sara. Sara who? I know you remember me, Gunnell. I see a lot of people in my line of work. Don't remember all of them. Just whatever. I need to ask you something. Oh, hold on. Are you the girl who left town? Yes. One who ran off with another woman? The lesbian? No, Gunnell, listen. Oh, it was awful. Her parents broke their hearts. You should have seen them. Can I please just ask you something? I suppose so. Depends what it is. Look, you're in a writing group. I'm a founding member of the Hurunga writing group, yes. If you wanted to join, I'd have to ask the rest of the group. We don't just take anybody. I don't want to join. I just want to ask you about Maria. Ah, yes. Such a shame. Yes, but she was in the group too. Oh, yes, yes. She was a good enough writer. If only she hadn't written about such dreary, awful things. Like what? Oh, it was always death this, death that. Depressing. And before she died, she was writing about that kind of thing? Well, to be perfectly honest, I can't say. As she didn't have the decency to turn up to the session that week. She didn't show up the week before she died. And we're very clear that non-attendance should be announced before. Why didn't she come? She didn't say. But Kelly, you know Kelly? Odd family, yes. That wife was from some oriental place, weird woman. Stop, please. What about Kelly? He said he'd seen her around that week, all out of sorts. What do you mean? Hid in the clouds, distracted by something? That's what I heard. Not herself. Why are you asking? Weren't you two thick as thieves? So you do remember me? A little, I suppose. It was rude of her not to tell us she wasn't going to. Okay, I'm done. You. Bye, Gunnell. Well, you're welcome. God, I'd like to give her a piece of my mind one day. Another time. If I ever come back here, that is. Not herself. I wonder why she didn't go to a writing group. Okay, time to talk to Chief Inspector Dickhead. But with what Gunnel was saying that she left with a woman, was the woman Sara wanted to leave with not Maria? Or was there another girl in her life? Alright, here we go. Sten Nilsson at your service. Hello, Sten. Well, well, well. If it isn't little Miss City Slicker, Sara will do. Bet they don't know about your delinquent past down in Stockholm, do they? Still shoplifting? I was 14, Sten. Once a thief, always a thief, they say. Come to turn yourself in, is it? Night in the cells for old time's sake. I wanted to ask you about Maria. Oh. Oh, yes. The anniversary. Well, I suppose she's not getting up to her old tricks anymore, at least. Please don't speak about her like that. All right. Don't speak ill of the dead and all that, I suppose. Go on then, fire away. You're the one who was called to the scene, right? Of the crash? I was, yes. Where was it? Don't you know? You really did cast all of us off, didn't you? Please just answer the question. As you please. It was out on the main road south, about an hour down. Nearer to Stockholm than here, almost. Why on earth would Maria be out on that road? Am I a mind reader, Sara? So what happened? No, you know how fast it gets dark this time of year. On that old road, branch in the way or something. She skidded off to the side and into the rocks below. Good thing it was me who got the call, really. Telling the family should always be left to someone senior. I'm head of the precinct these days, you know? Right. Can I get back to my work now? You can get back to scratching your arse, yeah. If you continue to disrespect this office, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Suits me just fine. Yeah, he does sound like an ass. Chief of the precinct. My God. What was she doing out on that road? Lena said Jacob hasn't cleared the things from her old room. Why they decided to live in her parents' creepy old house, I cannot imagine. Maybe I should talk to Jacob. I wonder what he's like now. Maybe she decided that she would just try to drive to Stockholm. And if she died, at least she died on the way to Stockholm. And at least she died trying to get to somewhere she wanted to be. Maybe. Alright, so we should be getting back to the house. Kinda slipped my mind where it was, but is it all the way back? Good old Biber Basher HQ. Alright. Maria's room used to be on the second floor. Second floor. door seems to be open. Wow. That's not very legal. Hello? Oh, Sarah? Oh, what are you doing here? I didn't mean to barge in. The door was open. Yeah, they usually are around here. Sorry, maybe this is a bad time. No, it's fine. Sorry, I just wasn't expecting you. I'm just back for the day, really. Okay. May I come in? Sure, of course. Come into the dining room. Where's their son? Pretty strange to be back in this house. I can imagine. Oh, would you like a coffee? Only if you're making some. That'd be nice. Sure. This is too awkward. Oh, hello. You must be... Can't pronounce his name. Yes. Nice to meet you. I mean, we've met before, but only once, and you were very small. Oh, well, anyways. Where's my dad? He's in the kitchen. Do you want me to get him for you? No, it's okay. It seems like we're out of coffee. I haven't really had time. Oh, don't worry. I should really start to try pronouncing his name. Johannes? 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 Johan? Johan? Johan is so... Johan? Can I just call him John? He's so big now. Yeah. And shy. And today is not a good day. Of course. How are you? Oh, today is... I understand. But I'm alright. And that's good. Feels like another lifetime when I was last here. What year is John? What year is John in now? 4th grade. And he's getting stuck into his hockey. We both have, really, good distraction. Right, yeah. Oh, why are you here, Sara? In Harunga? I couldn't make it last year, so... Right. Jacob, do you think it would be okay if I had a look at Maria's old room? I'm afraid it's not very tidy. I haven't really got around to... No, that's okay. Sure, if you want to. Thanks. It's upstairs and you remember where it is, of course. I won't be long. All right. Oh, picture of Maria. Where? Oh, here. Maria. And that top she's wearing. Can't remember if it was mine and she stole it. Or I just borrowed it so often that it felt like mine. They must have been so close. Well, I'm sure they were. Oh God. It hasn't changed at all. That's sad. It's not weird or creepy. It's just what it is. papers. She really was still writing. Poetry mostly, looks like. How long a road must lie ahead between the light and me. Is this what you wrote about, Maria? There we are. It always looks so small from up here. It is small. It's tiny. I'm going to miss these forests, though. They've got plenty of forests in Stockholm, Maria. And anyway, we won't have time between the literary festivals and the parties. We're not going to be very successful writers if all we do is go to parties. I'll write the great American novel in the morning. American? It's a figure of speech, Maria. You're gonna love it. And speaking of love, you're such a dick. How's your new moped guy? What's his name? You know his name. J something? Jacob. Right. It's good. I like him. Huh. You think he's stupid? I didn't say anything. No, but I know what you think. Look, I didn't say. It's okay. You just happen to be wrong about him, that's all. Okay, if you say so. How long is it now? 11 months, Sarah. 11 months. Leaving this shithole can't come soon enough. A Wizard of Earthsea by. She was always trying to get me to read her stuff. I'm not sure why I never did. Well, their personalities seemed quite contrasting. I mean, not in the uncompatible way, but incompatible? Not in the incompatible way, but just different. It's like some sort of weird shrine to our youth in here. Even the sheets are the same. I guess sometimes in small towns, or I don't know, I guess time doesn't really move along with the more bustling parts of the world. Or maybe she just wants to keep her youth, memories of her youth, or maybe she's clinging on to it. I don't know. What's this? A receipt for 2 bottles of vodka. Wait, this is it's from the day she died. She used to hate vodka. Why would she? I should go. I don't imagine Jacob wants me hanging around too long. Honestly, I don't know if the town even wants her to dig around about the passing of Maria, in fact. Must be quite nostalgic for you. The room, I mean. It was. Jacob, I hope you don't mind me asking. What were you and John? Where were you and John on the day that, or on this day last year? We were at a hockey game, actually. Seems impossible to think about us enjoying ourselves that afternoon now. But Maria got us tickets to a hockey game. She usually comes too, but she said it was a special father-son treat. I'm so sorry, Jacob. Thank you. Good luck back in the city. Thank you for having me. It really feels so planned. So on the afternoon that she died, Maria sent them off to a hockey game because she wanted them out of the way. This is insane. The police would have investigated the possibility but the police means Officer Nilsson. He easily could have just assumed it was a road accident without really thinking about alternatives. And honestly, I feel like even if so many signs point towards Maria having done all of this, not as an accident, I don't know whether it's something that her loved ones, her husband or her child or her sister, her mom passed away. I'm not sure about her father, but her family members or relatives, if any, or just the people around her. I don't know whether it's something that they would even want dug up, because it's been a year. They're probably dealing with their own grief and all that, and to have it be dug up so fresh and I don't know. And then they would have to think of everything all over again, like, is it our fault? Could I have done anything better? All those kinds of things. I feel like to some extent it would be better. Not it would be better, but they would think it would be better for them to move on in a sense. Elsa? Yes, my dear? Can you remember? Mind like a steel trap I've got. Don't let the wrinkles fool you. Did you happen to see Maria on the day she died? I did. Must have been one of the last people to do so, I would say. She was coming back this way. Very funny look about her. What do you mean funny? All sneaky looking. Mind you, I'd look sneaky too if I was off buying great big bottles of alcohol in the middle of the afternoon. Of course, it's easy enough to keep tabs on who's a little too fond of drinks in these parts. Standing here all day as I do. She had a system bag, didn't she? She did. Point blank refused to tell me what she had all that drink for. I'm no busybody, you know. I do it for the public good. Okay. Thanks, Elsa. Bye-bye now. Well, I quite like Elsa, though she's just a nice old lady. Surely someone has put two and two together. I should speak to Lena, but why would she not have said if... Hopefully she's still at the grave. I don't know. I don't know if that's even the right choice. I thought I might see you again. Kind of in a hurry, Cigarette? No, thanks. Are you alright? You seem... I guess, how could I be alright? No, quite right. None of us are today, really. Philip, do you happen to remember what you were doing on this evening last year? Do I remember? Goodness. I'm not sure how I could forget. Where were you when you heard? Where? As nobody... Gosh, no, I suppose you wouldn't know. I was at Maria's house. We all were. I mean, I was, and her son, and Jacob, and a few of Maria's other friends. What? Why? I wish I knew. It was all quite mysterious. She invited us all to come round that evening, but she wouldn't quite say why. What did she say? She said that all would be revealed, but we weren't allowed to know beforehand. So we were all there at 7 like she asked. Of course, she never arrived. Instead, we got Officer Sten at the door with the awful news. What did you think you were all there for? It's odd. In all the shock of what happened, I haven't really thought about it much. I guess I assumed she wanted to tell us something. It must have been terrible. Of course it was. But it was strangely a kind of blessing that we were all together, I mean. Almost as if she knew. I need to find Lena. No problem. Give her my best. If it was planned in so much detail, if he can say it's almost as if she knew, it really just feels like everyone's in denial. I could have helped. I could have stopped you. Why did nobody else stop you? How can I make it up to you? What should I do? You deserve for people to know the truth, no matter how painful it is to hear. That is true, though. That is true. I guess I thought too much about the people who were left alive in the town and disregarded the fact that to Sara, and maybe it's a form of justice for Maria, I guess, because, well, she does deserve people to know the truth. It would suck, I guess. Yeah, it would suck for people to forever just classify this as an accident. Lena. Hello, Sara. I need to talk to you. Are you alright? You look... No, I'm not alright. I have to tell you something. Okay. Did you know? Excuse me? No, okay. Sara, what are you... Please. It's not right. What's not right? It's not right that nobody knows how terrible her life had become. Getting pregnant all those years ago, it just trapped her here and stifled her dreams of getting out of here and becoming a writer and seeing the world, and she spiraled deeper and deeper into this dark, horrible place, and nobody saw it. Nobody saw how bad things had become, even though it was right there in the things she wrote. And I should have been there for her, but I wasn't. Nobody was. And when she got blind drunk and drove herself off the road, nobody knew her well enough to see what had really happened. How is that possible? I'm sorry, I shouldn't be. This must be so hard to hear. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Sara, you need to calm down. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. You should be. But calm down. I'm going to show you something. What? Just come with me. we're going inside the church? Yes, we're going inside the church. It won't kill you. Oh, it's still. Not still, it's pretty. There's an evensong service tonight, being held in her memory. I don't understand. Why are we? Look around. Look at all these candles people have lit. Flowers and letters and pictures of her. Did you think she wasn't loved? Isn't missed by everyone in Harunga every single day? Mourned by countless people here that you've never bothered to get to know? But no, Sara. There is no but. You think what? That after you left her all those years ago that she just ground to a halt? That her life here can only have been small and sad by comparison to yours? No, Lena, let me explain the evidence. The evidence? Who do you think you are? What do you think is happening here? This is real life, Sara. Real life in which my beautiful baby sister died in a car accident. But why did she buy all that vodka? Vodka? What the hell are you talking about? The receipts in her room for all that alcohol and the party, her gathering you all together so that when she died, for God's sake. And the stuff she was writing, those dark poems. What, writing about death means you're gonna kill yourself? How can you... The party... Alright, I'll tell you what the party was for. She'd been working on a book. A novel, I guess. She hadn't let me read it. She sent samples to an agent who wanted to take her on. That's what the party was for. To share her good news. Yes. Why did Philip not know that? Philip? She'd only told me. I suppose I never did tell him, no. We all had other things on our mind. But that's wonderful. Many things in her life were wonderful, Sara. It's a pity you hated this place too much to find it out. But then why was she out on that road? Where was she going? Lena, look. Please understand that there were 2 reasons I didn't share this with you before. Shit. Was she trying to find Sara? Firstly, it's upsetting. And secondly, I didn't think you deserved to know any more about her life, to be honest. Please, Lena, where was she going? She was going to Stockholm to find you. She wanted to, I don't know, surprise you with her good news. She said you were stuck in your office all weekend, so she was going to go shopping in the city and tell you her news in person, and then get back in time for the party. I told her it was a ridiculous idea, but she was really set on it, on sharing it with you. So, yes, that is why she was on the road that day. You are why. I don't know what to say. I do. You thought it was impossible that living here could make someone happy. That having a husband and a son and a family could make someone happy. I'm so sorry. I thought I was doing the right thing. What, by coming up here to play detective? You saw what you wanted to see. And what you wanted to see was a confirmation that you chose the right path. And that she didn't. Oh shit, that's true. That is true. I guess. Wow. Holy shit. Lena, I'm so sorry. Don't be. It's too late for any of that. The service will be starting soon. I think it would be best if you didn't stay. I'm so sorry, Lena. Goodbye, Sarah. I think it's time for you to go, Sarah. Damn. It's really good writing in the sense where, as someone playing as Sarah, I feel so foolish. Like, I started the game pretty excited to solve a mystery or to get something or gain some kind of fulfillment from figuring out the hidden truth of this little dreary town. But it's someone's life. It's not a game. It's not wish fulfillment. It's not self-righteous, self-serving, whatever form of justice. That isn't really justice. It's just self-satisfaction, and it really makes me think, like, oh damn, we have been looking at just what we wanted to see. We've been picking at the different clues, if they can even be called clues. We've been picking at the different parts left behind by a real human being, treating it like a puzzle game. And it's not even respectable detective work, because we have a preconceived end in our mind that, oh, she committed suicide, she did it to herself, she was unhappy, she wrote sad poems, and she was stuck here and upset, and leaving was the right thing to do. But it's such an insult to her who has passed on that we didn't even consider the possibility that she was trying her very best to seek her own personal happiness for herself in her life, in the current place that she probably even chose to be in. Like, it feels kind of bad, like we disrespected her. I suppose all this while Sarah just thought that her own life would be better with Maria in it, and in that sense projected to the thought that in turn Maria's life would only be the best version of what it could possibly be had she followed Sarah. Maria, I have nothing to. I can't excuse myself. And it hurts because of you. If you were here, you would forgive me for all my selfishness, my stupidity. Because you were just the most. But Lena's right. I hardly knew you at all. But that's the thing, isn't it? You aren't here. And if you were, none of this would have. And if I had been there for you, then you might still be here. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry not to have deserved our friendship better. I love you. And I can't believe I left it this late to make it clear. I really do. Even though I'm so bad at it. Goodbye, Maria. And congratulations, too, on the book. I bet it was beautiful. And just walking silently through the forest and everything gives you so much time to think. It's so realistic, I guess. Like, not everything needs to have a crazy big anything. Like, death just happens sometimes. And the city is beautiful. It might not have been what Sara found beautiful. It's such a good game. So much so that calling it a game feels weird. Like, you know when something is so well written, yet so realistic that to some extent you feel like almost as if it's a disservice to call it a game at all. I mean, not that games are bad, but this wasn't a game because I wasn't playing it. I mean, I was playing it, but it brings you along, and bold of you to assume that you are the one controlling it or affecting the story or solving something in the story or anything, because it's just really good. I think it conveys the exact feeling that Sara probably felt by the end of everything. It's so good. Yeah, I don't know, I'm speechless. In a good way, of course, I'm speechless. I wish I could be more articulate in just, I don't know, but every time I try to say something or formulate anything, I just get swept away by the music, and how beautiful the city looks from afar and the sound of the birds and all that. And maybe that's what Sara needs, just to sit there. Yeah. It feels like a snippet of a real life. Like a kind of privilege that I took for granted as a game. Like, oh, this game is presented to me. I'm the main player. I'm supposed to find things out. This and that. But no, I should be the one saying thank you for giving me the privilege to take a look inside the mind or the life or what's left of the life of someone's story, I guess. It's a good wake-up call, even to apply to our own daily lives, that we tend to project our own thoughts and feelings and biases unknowingly onto our analysis of other people or into our, into the ways that we interact with the people or the places around us. Makes me think I should be more grateful. But yeah, I probably rambled very long, so thank you so much for joining me on this journey